Hello, Heartbeat of Holliston. This is Jeye. I'm downtown at the beautiful Blair Square for the Holly Pride flag raising.
Holly Pride was really the brainchild of a couple of us in town who were reflecting during the month of June that Holliston doesn't have any Pride celebrations and we would really like to see them. In 2020, in February of 2020, a bunch of us came together, all members of the LGBTQ community, and there was one of our members coined the name Holly Pride. And that year, we thought we were going to be able to do a parade and an event like this, but that was in February of 2020. And so by March of 2020, we knew that we had to adjust our expectations. And so that year, that was the first year that we asked for the Pride flag to be hung at Town Hall. And they put it up at Town Hall for the weekend. The following year, they put it up for, I think, a week or the month. I don't remember, but we'll give them credit. We'll say they put it up all month. And then we had some picnics the next couple years. We had the Pride picnic at Pleasure Point the past couple years. Every year it's gotten a little bit bigger. And this year we came together with more volunteers than ever. We had allies, we had queer people, all from Holliston coming together to put what you see today, which was this like amazing, we have vendors and we have cotton candy and we have music, and this is like beyond what we've been able to do in the past. So we're like super excited that this event has come together the way that it has.
Hi, we're here with Linda, Amber, Rebecca, and Gina. Thanks for coming out today. Tell me a little bit about what today means to you.
Well, it's very refreshing to see all these people coming out. The kids are having a great time. The colors are just, I love the rainbows everywhere. And it's a great message that we're all together and love is love.
Having grown up in Holliston and now I've moved back, just to see the turnout here today really means a lot.
As someone who's queer and getting married to Amber and living in Holliston, it was really nice to see other gay families.
I just love to see the support of the people like me, like the allies. I love to see how many allies are out here today supporting their friends and their neighbors.
I'm here with Lily from Out Metro West. Lily, can you tell me a little bit about your organization?
Yeah, of course. So Out Metro West is a youth-serving organization. We serve youth all the way from pre-K to 29-year-olds. We don't card, though, so if you're a little over, you can still have fun with us. All programs are free, and we're mainly based out of Framingham, but we do have satellite locations, one actually pretty close to Holliston in Medway. We're there every other month for our middle school and high school program at the Medway Library. We actually have a really strong middle school population from Holliston who is really active in our programs right now. Wonderful to see them here and also to kind of like see how accepting this community is working to be, which means so much to our youth and to our work that we're doing.
I'm here with Jeye with Diverse Holliston. Jeye, can you tell us a little bit about Diverse Holliston?
Yeah, thank you. Diverse Holliston is a community-based organization. We work with the town government, school systems, and also the community. We have what we call a community lab, where once every month in a hybrid setup, both in person and Zoom, we host a gathering for anybody in the community who wants to show up and talk about the community, their experiences, their issues, challenges, and how they could need help or need support in anything. So it's just a free flow event where communities can engage with each other.
I'm so excited that everyone is here today. It's an amazing turnout. This is the biggest Pride event that Holliston has ever had. We have 3 amazing speakers coming up. Before we get started on the speakers, I want to do a big shout out to every business in Holliston. I won't name them all, but every business in Holliston that put up a Pride flag or a "We support the LGBTQ community in Holliston" sign. We really appreciate you. Can we give them a round of applause? Woo! It's really very meaningful when you do that. And thank you to all of the businesses and vendors that are here today supporting and sharing activities and artwork. This is truly an amazing, wonderful event today. I also want to say thank you to our wonderful volunteers. I did not do nearly as much this year as I have in years past, and that is because we had some volunteers that were, many of whom are allies. Carrie Mullen, and Sarah Stelnacher, and Christina Smith, and Emily Callahan, and Jesse Payne, and Anne, I can't remember Anne's last name, but you guys, like, amazing. This has been truly an amazing way to lift up our community after we struggled in the winter time with not being able to put our flag back on the town hall. It was a huge uplift to have you all supporting us today. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to announce my first speaker, and she is from Rams, Robert Adams Middle School. Give it up for our first speaker. Here she is.
Hi, my name is Sayla Tatro, and I'm a student here in Holliston. I'm here today to share a few of my thoughts on pride and equality. I think that people deserve to be loved no matter what. As said by the famous Dr. Seuss, a person is a person no matter how small. Well, I think that a person is a person no matter how small or big, no matter the color of their skin or who they like, who they are, what they think, or what they have done. A person is a person no matter what, and this person deserves to be loved and treated as an equal, no matter what. No one should be treated as less than or unimportant because each and every person is important. Each and every person is part of our world. Each and every person belongs. People should feel like they belong and that they are safe, not discriminated against. In Holliston, there are a lot of people and businesses that are supportive and kind, but there are also people and businesses that are not supportive and are rude to people with differences. For example, I heard that last year, when Holliston was handing out pride flags at our school, students were stomping on them, ripping them, and throwing them on the ground. That broke my heart. It breaks my heart because those flags represent all the different queer people in the world. I know a lot of very kind, very generous people who just happen to be queer. And stomping on those flags is like stomping on them and their ambitions and looking down on them. In 1969, Pride started as a riot, and people who are part of Pride are still fighting. They still have to fight just to be acknowledged and to have basic rights. Our world has a history that keeps repeating itself of people hating others that are different than them. Sometimes this is small, like bullying, and sometimes it's big, like the Holocaust. But what people often don't notice is that difference is what makes us human. Even though Pride started as a riot, it is also now a celebration of progress and the rights we've won. Seeing all of you here today fills me with joy. I love to see all of us coming together and celebrating who we are and supporting each other. Whether you are lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer, straight, or anything else, I would like you to feel like you belong and are accepted here. Because even though we may have small differences, we are all the same at heart. We are all human. Thank you.
Sayla, I could not have said it better myself, and many know I have tried. So amazing, wonderful job. Okay, our next speaker is a almost nearly graduated high school senior tomorrow, and this is Billy.
I really don't remember the last time I spoke on a microphone, so I'm sorry if I scream into it. So hi, I'm Billy McCarter. Like was said, I'm a senior at Holliston High School. I'm graduating tomorrow. I'm actually graduating a year early. Okay. Let's go. I came out of the closet, or I don't really think it was a closet. Anyways, I came out in 2021 and the end of 8th grade. I think the first person I came out to was either my English teacher or my math teacher, because English teachers are always super cool. But I felt very isolated. Not a lot of people were out at that time. It was like right when like quarantine was like ending, and it was weird because like I came out, but I still kind of felt like, yeah, but am I really part of this group? Am I really part of this group of people? They kind of seem weird. But you know, I came to terms with it. And when I started at Holliston High School, I joined the GSA, which at the time was led by Alyssa Mankis, who was awesome. She really kept me involved. And then Liv Mullen took it over the next year, and it made me really happy to be a part of it. I took it over towards the end of that year, and then I took it over this past year. And it's you know, it's one of those things that people go if they need it. It's kind of like Nanny McPhee. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but it's like it's there if you need it, and then it's always there when you need it. And if you want it, like it might not always be there, and like your community. But at Holliston High School, we have the GSA. It's been around, and I actually hosted. In April 5th was the first Holliston High School GSA dance. It was really small, but we've never had like a GSA dance. It's usually most schools that have GSA. I invited a bunch of them. We got 3 outside people, one from Framingham State College, and then 2 from Keefe Tech. It was like a total of 12 people. But it's a start, and it was actually really fun. And so now I'm going off to college, and hopefully somebody can take the GSA. I don't really have anyone to pass it down to, but I'm happy that I had that because, you know, I was felt very isolated coming into high school. I didn't really have any friends. Was like total loser, still kind of am. But at least now I have friends. So yeah, and this is I never plan out my speeches, so this is super awkward, and I've spoke a bunch of times, but like I'm happy to have this like community and stuff. It's been really helpful. It makes me feel less isolated and less wrong. And so I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Billy. And I just want to say, not less wrong, not wrong at all, a whole lot of right. You're very, very right. And I love you for being here. And I also want to say, because you didn't toot your own horn, but Billy is selling some amazing, amazing artwork over there, and they are raising money to send themselves to college. So please consider supporting and patronizing Billy's art. And also, I think they do commissions, right? So if you don't see anything you like, you can just reach out to them on one of their social media handles, and they will make something just for you. Before I announce our next speaker, there was one more thing I wanted to say. You knew you weren't done with me talking. I wanted to say that if you are interested in potentially looking at a different flag policy for Holliston, because we don't have the ability to hang it on the town hall or on the library or any government property business anymore, let us know. Go over to the Holly Pride table, approach me or anybody with a volunteer lanyard on, give them your contact information. We're resourcing information, getting people's ideas, seeing what the community wants, and we'd be happy to hear from you. So lastly, we do not have the ability to rise the flag ourselves this year. This is the first year we're doing it in this location. Last year we had an unveiling. So we're going to be rising it metaphorically speaking. It is over there. It looks beautiful. After our last speaker, I want us to do a big cheers and happy and yelling and screaming and support that we're so happy, and that will be our metaphorical rising of the flag. So our last speaker is Reverend Nathan Dietering. He is from the UUAC in Sherburne, Unitarian Universalist Area Church in Sherburne, right? Did I get that right? Yeah. This is my parish. I'm really proud to have him here. We are an amazingly welcoming, lovely space. If you've never gone there, and also if you feel like church has not been a place for you, I want to say that is how I felt. Give it a try, because you wouldn't believe how wonderful it is. We're right on Route 16 in Sherburne. We have the Black Lives Matter and the Pride flag hanging up. So without further ado, Reverend Nathan Dietering.
Hi, everybody. We need to give a big shout out to Barb and everybody who made today happen, yeah? So I'm not going to take long because we want to metaphorically raise our flag. But I want to tell you about this stole that I'm wearing. It's appropriate for today, yeah? And so I was given this in 2004 when same-sex marriages were legalized in the state of Massachusetts. And I was basically the brand new minister up the street in Sherburne. By the way, I just live right down on Winthrop Street here with my family. And I was the brand new minister at that church. And after that ruling, I did probably 25 weddings in this town of Holliston, in Sherburne, in Natick, in Hopkinton, in Millis, in Medway, in Framingham. Most of them, everybody, in people's living rooms. And I got to hear stories about what this symbol means, what that symbol means. In the town of Sherburne, right before I arrived, a resident of the town leafleted the entire town with homophobic material. Every single resident got a mailing spewing hate and bigotry against gay people, lesbian people, bi people, trans people, questioning people, all of that stuff. And in response to that, our community put up that flag. And I heard stories. One of my church members is over there on the step who I was talking with about what it meant for her to know that she could have in an institution a place where she could be whole. We can be seen and can be visible and no longer feel shame. And so she was just telling me as I was sitting over there how remarkable it is for her to be here today and to see all of you, many of you who are young, and to be able to be seen and witnessed in this kind of fashion. And I know, because I was at the hearings with Barb about getting it's beautiful here today, but we want that flag to be on our town hall. At least I do. You're welcome. This is not an either or. I think it could be here and it can be at the town hall, and I want you to work with Barb and the rest of us to help make that happen, because this flag is not just a symbol of celebration and pride. It is also, it is a metaphor for welcome. It means an incredible open door to those of us who so often feel like the door is in front of us. We heard Billy just talk about that, mention themselves as feeling like a loser. There are no losers when this flag is raised high. So, I want us all we're gonna do the metaphorical raising, okay, Barb? So we're gonna reach down. 1, 2, 3, let's raise the flag! Thanks everybody for being here.
It's been a great day here at Blair Square with Holly Pride's flag raising. For the Heartbeat of Holliston, I'm Jeye.